everybody, those here for life. You're bringing guys a brand new deck profile this time around. It is my Odd Eyes Magician Draco Pal 5 different archetype combined. I really don't know what to call it anymore because it's like Odd Eyes Magicians, and you got the Performer Pals, you got the Draco archetype, and then I got a little bit of Magic Spectre. It's everywhere. Anyway, so this is the updated version of that deck profile that I released the day the ban list came out. And this is adjusted for the ban list. It's basically the same deck, but it's adjusted for the ban list. And it's still a really good deck, and it's still a lot of fun, but I don't see it being a meta contending deck anytime soon anymore. At least, maybe not this particular build. I don't know. I haven't really seen anybody try and play Draco Pals in tournaments anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, this deck is still a lot of fun to play, and hey, I don't know, maybe it could do well in a tournament. I haven't had the time or ability to go to a tournament in a while, so yeah. Anyways, on to the actual deck profile. Play 3 of each of the wonderful Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, the star of the show, the awesome boss, whatever name you want to call him. It's Odd Eyes. He is one of my favorite monsters in this deck, and honestly, probably one of my favorite monsters in the game right now. Being able to search out any pendulum monster at 1500 or lower if he's in the scales, and doing double to battle damage whenever he's attacking, or battling anything really, is just really, really, really nice. He's a really good monster, 2500, and he's one of the integral pieces to the deck. Next up, I play 3 Dragon Pit Magicians. This is your main high skill. You can discard a pendulum, pop a spell trap card. You absolutely need to play 3 of this card. I don't know why you'd play 2. It'd be very, very silly to play 2. It's a very, very good card, and it just allows you to go into most of your rank 7s. Whenever you use this, it's usually either in your scale or being a monster to go into a rank 7. Next up, I play 3 Oath Dragon Magicians. This guy, he just basically gets back your Magicians and Odd Eyes from your graveyard or in your extra deck, depending on if he's summoned or if he's in your Pendulum Zone. He's a very, very good card, and I feel like he's absolutely necessary at 3. He's your main low skill that you use, and he's just really, really good overall. People forgot that this guy's a thing still, so Wisdom Eye, even being at 1, well, as much as I hate Wisdom Eye being at 1, this guy kind of mitigates that a bit. Next up for the cards I play 2 of, I play 2 Yankee Magicians. He's mainly here just simply to let me go into Odd Eyes Rebellion, but he's still a good 2500 beat stick, and he can negate any light monster effects during either player's turn. So if you're going against like Cosmo, or if you're going against like Blue Eyes or Galaxy, any of those, you're able to just negate their monster effects during either player's turn. So it's very, very useful, especially during the battle phase and stuff like that. Next up, I play 2 Unicorn, Magic Spectre Unicorn Kieran. This thing is very, very useful in that it allows you to bounce back your Skullcrobat and be able to reuse Skullcrobat over and over. It also disrupts your opponent's plays because it is basically Constellar Pleiades, but however a bit weaker, and it's like, I think it's a hard once per turn, is it? Oh, dropping the card. Yes, it is. So yeah, whereas you can activate multiple Pleiades per turn, you can only activate one of this guy. So he's still a really good monster. He's a level 6, no pendulum effect sadly, but oh well. 2 Master Pendulum, he's just mainly here for fodder in order to go into some of the Draco Pal shenanigans. Same thing for this dude, 2 of him, Vector Pendulum, yeah, Vector Pendulum, yeah. Don't remember if he had Pendulum in his name or not. 2 Tuning Magician, really good synchro. I hate the fact that your opponent gets life points and you lose life points. Now for the cards I play 1 of, and this deck is going to get way too big if I just plop all these on top. So cards I play 1 of, well, monsters I play 1 of. 1 Luster Pendulum because, well, he's at 1. 1 Pendulum, Performer Pal Pendulum Sorcerer. I play only 1 of him because I don't really play very many Performer Pals, and you only really need 1. If you trigger his effect once, you basically get to search all your Performer Pals. 1 Skullcrobat, 1 Monkey Board, 1 Lizard Draw, 1 of the Wisdom Eyes. Basically, oh, by the way, all your Performer Pal stuff is basically just here to draw and search. Wisdom Eye because he's at 1 now, even though that is very, very stupid. There is no reason for him to be at 1 right now. Anyways, 1 Timebreaker Magician. He protects your pendulums, and also if he's on the field, you can banish him and a monster your opponent controls. Also, if you pendulum summon him from your hand by himself, he becomes 28, which is very funny. So yeah, he's able to get over stuff very easily and break you out of locks, which is very nice. One Noble Dragon Magician, one of your main tuners alongside Tuning Magician, actually the only 2 tuners in the deck. And then one Archfiend Eccentric for popping stuff. It's a very, very good monster. On to the spells, I play 3 of the Pendulum Call. You discard a card, search out two Magician Pendulum monsters from your deck to your hand. They gotta be different names. You cannot use this card if you use the Magician Pendulum monster's effect this turn, and also Magician Pendulum monsters and Magician Pendulum cards in your Pendulum zones cannot be destroyed by card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. So it not only lets you search, but it also you get to protect your skills as well, which is very, very nice. 2 Twin Twisters. This deck, there's 3 cards that you don't really mind getting into your graveyard, and you don't mind discarding the Draco Slayer stuff either, because Dinosaur can get it back, and so you really don't mind discarding some things in here. And heck, even if you discard the Magician or Odd Eyes cards, Oath Dragon can get it back as well. So again, as long as you're not like discarding Archfiend Eccentric or Magispectre Unicorn, you're fine with discarding stuff in this deck. 2 Skyris to protect your Pendulum cards in your Pendulum zones, or at least the main ones. And also you can pop stuff to add Odd Eyes cards from your deck to your hand. If I ever manage to get an Odd Eyes Fusion, then that will be more helpful than it already is right now. 1 Foolish, 1 Draco Face-Off, and 1 Polymerization. If you have Odd Eyes Fusion, go ahead and replace Polymerization for that. It's 100 times better for this deck because Skyris is able to search it out. But if you don't have the money for Odd Eyes Fusion, or you can't find any for the life of you, like me, go ahead and use Polymerization instead. It works just as well. Fool's Burial to get your Tuning Magicians and your Noble Dragons in graveyard, or to combo off of Dinosaur and stuff. And then Draco Face-Off for obvious self-explanatory reasons. Now onto the trap cards. It's the same trap cards I always play in my deck. Recent in Odd Eyes Magicians. 2 Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmares, 1 Double Trap Hole, and 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. The only one that I really feel like I have to explain is Double Trap Hole, in that this card, basically, if your opponent summons out a monster in defense, or monsters in defense, you can activate this card, banish those monsters. So it is very, very, very good. I like it a lot. It helps out, like, just deal with people who are walling up, or if like they summon something in defense that you really don't want to deal with, you can just get rid of it. Very good card. Now on to the extra deck. 1 Trap Trick Straphlesia, because while all my trap cards are trap holes, and this lets me use them from the main deck. I almost said extra deck. Next up, 2 Magister Paladin, the Ascending Draco Slayer. During end phase, you can search out any Pendulum monster that you want whenever you go into this guy, so that just adds more consistency to this deck. And you can summon out a Draco Slayer from your extra deck by detaching a Sea's material. Very, very good card. 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal, 2 Odd Eyes Absolutes. I feel like I don't really have to explain these guys. They're very good monsters. Same thing for Red Eyes Flare. Very, very good Xyz monsters. Odd Eyes Absolute being able to negate monster effects, not monster effects, being able to negate monster attacks, and if he dies, you can summon out any Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck. And then Red Eyes Fire Metal, just being able to burn your opponent to death. It's very good. 1 Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. And that's it for the Xyz monsters. Listen to me. 1 Clearing Synchro Dragon. For the Synchros now. 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. He lets you just go off wombo combo on stuff, summon out a dude from your Pendulum Zone. And also your opponent can't use monster effects during the battle phase, which is very, very good against Cosmos. Cosmo players hate this card so much. And then Clearing, because he's really, really, really good against just being able to stop monster effects. And protect your monsters. 2 Enlightenment Paladin, because this guy is amazing, just being able to get back any of your spell cards and do burn damage whenever he kills a monster. Very, very good monster. I like this guy a lot. He's really good at 2. Next, and for the last ones, I play 1 Ignister and 1 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. Ignister being very self-explanatory, just non-targeting, non-destruction removal, and getting a free Draco Slayer every turn. And Red Dragon Archfiend just for being able to just punch over stuff and blowing up stuff. Like, that's really all he's good for. And then to round out my extra deck and fusions, 1 Dinosaur Paladin, Dinosaur Power, and 1 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Both fusions are ironically very defensive. Dinosaur protecting your Pendulum monsters and Pendulum cards, along with summoning out a Draco Slayer from your graveyard. Odd Eyes Vortex is being able to bounce a monster whenever it's summoned, and recycling your pendulum monsters and your pendulum, your extra deck by negating stuff. Basically, if you guys don't know, he's a walking Infernity Barrier, but however the cost to do that effect is to shuffle stuff back from your extra deck back into the deck, which is not very much of a cost, especially when you get to reuse your Skulker Bat or something. So yeah, guys, that is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, please have a happy birthday and have a great day. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. I always try to read the comments. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Peace out.